Hello again, Dev. Clint Drieberg from Radio Nova. We last spoke around the time of David Copperfield. We talked
Wow.
Tim Tams and all things from Australia. How are you doing?
I'm great. Good to see you again. I love your shirt.
Thanks. And I love your film. I mean,
Oh
let's
man.
go with a few words: bold, ballsy, badass, bloody, and brilliant. I mean,
Yeah.
this is, I know, a labor of love for you. What's it like to finally see it come to life?
Wow. Thank you. Yeah, it's been nothing short of humbling, at points that we thought the film was never going to see the light of day. It kind of had this trajectory that Slumdog had where it was, almost shelved and it was gathering dust and I was getting ready to say goodbye to this dream of mine. And then, it got this second lease of life. And I'm just so glad people are going to see it in a cinema because I poured all of myself into it. It's myself, it's my history, my culture, my ancestry, my love of action, cinema, comedy, all of it is in this thing.
And without giving too much away, there's something I've never seen in a film before, Dev. A tuk-tuk car chase
Yeah.
and a high-heeled, sparkly shoe being used as a
Wow.
weapon.
Yes. Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's a I'm glad you picked up on that because it is, we're exploring themes of, in particular, violence against women and kind of how far would you go if something terrible was to happen to someone you love so dearly like your mother. And so when I wrote that in the script of him lifting up this, this kind of feminine like iconography, this object, and using it to exact his revenge, we got some whoops and hollers in the crowd. They really liked that moment. Yeah.
Now, it's based on the Hanuman loosely as the beginning of this story, because that was a story that was your story as a child told to you by your father and grandfather. How does that evolve into this badass movie that we're all about to see?
Yeah, those like, those stories of those Indian kind of mythologies. One in particular of the young Hanuman character was so strongly reminiscent of the story of Icarus, and the idea of this kind of this being flying too close to the sun and kind of being punished for that. And I was like, wow, this is kind of this could be exploring the caste system, and we could be exploring about if the sun is the status quo, it's the gods of society, and then we look at this this Hanuman character as the everyman, the marginalized and the poor and the underdog. How does the underdog, how does someone in this character scenario rise and ascend this kind of caste system to challenge the untouchable? And that was the birth of this movie. And I wanted to ground it and give it grit and social weight and context. It's a revenge film about faith at its core.
And it's also quite a piece of work for yourself physically. You go through a lot in this film. How much of
Mm.
it is really you, and what did you have to do to be this physically fit, Dev? I mean, I'm a brown fella like you. Like, yeah, I want to look good like you in this film.
Man, it's a lot of salmon, sweet potato, and lettuce 3 times a
Oh,
day for
okay.
9 months. It was, yeah, and yeah, tons of stunt choreography, and the idea is to make an attainable hero. Someone that is not jacked to the gills with steroids, but like I was trying to aim for as sinewy a Bruce Lee aesthetic as I could achieve with my gangly frame. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you've done well. We all want to be like
Uh,
you in this. We all want to be the kid. Monkey Man is fantastic. Like I
Thank
said,
you.
Dev, keep doing the amazing work you do. You're really, really fantastic. Thank you so much
Wow,
for your
means
time.
the world. Thank you.